Hey, how you doing? Brian back and once again, and this week at the movies we're going to look at Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, directed by, of course, legendary director Quentin Tarantino. So I had to take the path of a righteous man and head directly to the cinema to see that this week. It stars Leonardo DiCaprio, Brad Pitt and Margot Robbie, to name a few. Man, like, you're not going to get that kind of A-list stardom in any other type of film apart from a Tarantino flick. It's all about a washed up kind of TV star cowboy called Rick Dalton, played by Leo DiCaprio, and his stunt double friend, played by Brad Pitt. So Leo's living the washed up life, he's trying to get back into movies, trying to be famous again. But in true Tarantino form, that isn't just always seen. No. We also have Sharon Tate, who's played by Margot Robbie, who's growing in the film business, and also there's a lot about the hippie movement in the 1960s in LA. It's genuinely such a good time. Like, Tarantino knows his movies, he just makes movies different, he makes them feel different. Like it builds in suspense and it gets to a pinnacle, and honestly it doesn't happen that much in cinema today. Like, he takes from westerns and things like that, and honestly it's a different type of movie. It's not your entertainment all the way like Hobbs and Shaw was a couple of weeks ago. It's just cinematic gold. There's so much in every detail of this film, like even to the point where if you look up the soundtrack on Spotify, it's actually a 1960s radio show. There's links to the start of the songs, there's ads in between, made up ads. It's just that little bit extra that gives that little spark. But as you can tell, I of course really like the film. I'd recommend you go and see it. There is a bit of violence in it, so it is 18+ is appropriate, I suppose. And it's not really for the faint-hearted, but if you love movies, you're gonna go see it anyway. So I'm gonna give Once Upon a Time in Hollywood 9 out of 10. Meanwhile, at the other movies, I went to see Good Boys, and I gotta say, oh my god, it's one of the funniest movies I've ever seen in my entire life. It's so immature. It's not the kind of movie I'd bring my mum to see, but I'll bring my dad to see because it's so immature. It's so funny. Like, genuinely, I was in pain from laughing twice. I had a headache twice from laughing so much. 100% recommend go seeing it. If you're not going to see Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, go see this. Like, just go to one of these two films over the weekend because Jesus, they're so good. I'm actually going to give this 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10. I had a great week at the cinema this week. That is it from me. I will see you next week with, I believe, Dora is coming out, and I'm excited to see it, I'm not gonna lie. Until then, so long.